Hi there, Libra. Thank you so much for tuning in. Libra, I was meditating on your sign before I turned on the camera, and I'm getting this feeling that meditation is going to be absolutely important for you during this period of time. Especially if you're trying to connect with some part of yourself, right? That you have perhaps felt disconnected to in some sort of way. You may be overworked in many ways as well. Okay, feeling tired, lethargic. Meditation, I'm feeling, will help alleviate much of that right, sort of slump in any way that it may be manifesting for you. No. This is your mid-March reading, by the way. So energy is fluid, of course, right? So it may permeate a little before or after the mid period of the month. So take it as it applies to you personally. And we'll see how energies transpire. What I'm sensing for you, Libra, is that there is also an element of time. There's an element of time, and there's an element of progress, and there's an element of needing to wow, the Fool as your theme, overlaying the Magician, overlaying the Empress, overlaying the Six of Wands, overlaying the Six of Swords. Whoa. Whoa, Libra. This is very transformational energy. You pulled three major arcana. You pulled 3 major arcana in a row. What does this mean? Look, 0, the very first major arcana in the deck. The Fool. The Magician, the second major arcana in the deck. The Empress, the third. Right? It's like somewhat in succession. Right? There's this feeling of time. Yet again, time. Steps. I'm feeling steps for you. And 2 cards, 2 sixes beneath that, speak into transformation in and of themselves. Rising above a situation that does not serve us any longer, right? That does not speak to our soul, does not feed our creativity, and does not enlighten us, right? We're transforming from above and beyond. And beneath that, you have the reverse 3 of Cups. The doing away with a situation that does not truly emotionally satisfy us, but we are somehow bound to. We're somehow obligated to remain in, right? But that overshadows our personal identity, right? Our personal emotional satisfaction. But beneath that, oh my goodness, you have the Star, Libra. You have the Star. There is a deep desire, right, to pursue this path towards greater self-discovery. Right up and out, self-discovery. Okay, recognizing your place here in the world as a creator, as a manifester, as the alchemist of your dreams, right? And that is going to lead you, right? You have 2 threes. Look, 3 of Cups, 3 of the Empress, major arcana. Both speaking to stability in some shape or form. This being more complacent, right? An environment in which we felt, yes, okay, we are associated with these people, with this environment. We technically feel like we belong. It's comfortable. We've known them for a while. We've been here, right? But it's more of a matter of circumstance that binds you to this situation and these people, right? This could be coworkers. This could be, right, work environment, anything. friend groups. But it's almost like, right, that didn't give you a true sense of emotional satisfaction. Right? This 3 of the Empress, though, is completely a different manifestation of the stability that is harbored in the number 3. Right? This is more independent. This is like, I am stable, not because I have this environment that I've known for so long, that I feel comfortable in, right? That people know me, we're friends, we do the same thing every day, we go look at that one sunset from that same branch together at the same time every single day. It's like, not in that regimen and that routine that I am now recognizing stabilizes me in terms of my inborn stability of feeling aligned with myself, my truth, my inborn truth, right? The personal identity and the personal emotional satisfaction and truth of all of these birds is overshadowed. It's like not the point of this card. The point of this card is the sunset that they're looking at. It's a circumstance that binds them, right? But the Empress is like, her environment is dark, it's mysterious, it's enchanting. And she is stable within it because she is stable, because it's her and her alone, right? It's her relying on her own personal truth and even her creativity, her personal creativity, right? She's like glowing with color, magenta, a violet hue, right? She's a creator. And that process of creation, which in and of itself is dynamic and somewhat unpredictable, right? The moon, there's an unpredictability to it, is still, ironically, stabilizing, right? Within being yourself, within feeling like you are creating by way of your soul's truth, feeling that you are wielding your elements in a balanced fashion, right? A balanced fashion where we feel so aligned with our purpose and our path forward. We feel invigorated, reinvented. That gives us a feeling of inner calibration and alignment. Mind, soul, body, our human self and our spiritual self. Those two halves coming together, right? And allowing us to create. And it's the process of creation, right? In which you feel, right? You're building and creating your world. But not just your world, you're creating you. You're creating you. You're creating your vision. You're creating really, right, your dreams and your visions coming from a place that's more, let's say, abstract. Oh, that dream I had, that one dream I had. It's like taking that abstraction and that theory of a aspiration and bringing it into the fore, bringing it into concrete realization, actualization. And that is satisfying and gratifying to you. Beautiful. You feel like something is coming full circle, and that makes you feel somewhat stable and streamlined, right? I'm feeling it's internal. It's an internal sort of stability. It's not like a tangible, physical, monetary stability. It's like where you felt before, there's energetic blockage, right? I'm not speaking my emotional truth. I feel like I can't fully act as my own self. I can't harmonize the two parts of my being, my soul half and my more human, right, existence, so to speak. And so that made you feel somewhat like lopsided, right? Unstable. But now it's like you're recalibrating, right? Into that role, entering that role as a creator, right? But in order to create, you must be balanced. The magician is balanced, right? Wields all the elements in a very particular fashion, doesn't overuse any one element, right? You see every single element on this card. Swords, air, pentacles, earth, cups, water, right? Wands, fire. So it's a matter of tempering. and scaling down to what is my truth? What is in my most basic form, who am I? What are my dreams? What do I want to create? Right? Beautiful, beautiful Libra. Now, I pulled two extra cards here for you in your energetic pathway that you're moving into. Lovely cards at that. But we'll get to it, okay? Well, I'll tell you. It's too exciting to withhold it until the end. Strength upright. The Mother of Swords upright. Beautiful. Beautiful. Paired with the reverse Seven of Swords. Libra, you are releasing. You are speaking your truth. There's a liberation of some sort as it regards your intellectual faculties as well. Okay? Where we maybe before had a certain propensity to think in a certain way, to be trapped in our thoughts in a certain way. We're now removing ourselves from that sort of habit pattern, right? Or predicament of feeling locked in. Oops. Sorry. Hold on. Sorry about that, Libra. Right? Propensity to feel at odds with our environment and not speak about it. We're doing away with that. We're now ready to move forward in a more bold, courageous manner, right? To even present something, to present our truth, to move forward in a way that is more self-empowered. We're ready to take on this new beginning. We are empowered, and we have the vision of who we are and what we want to create. Right? Lovely. But we're looking at it at the same time with a greatly strategic and logical approach. Right? Your mindset in this is like, I want to move forward in a bold, courageous way that speaks to my independence, that speaks to my most empowered self, right? My most real, authentic self, shining through my creativity. But I also want to handle, right, that process in a way and mediate, right, that path forward in a way that is logical, that is to some degree, right, rationalized through, well thought out, well strategized. So you're looking at it clearly head on, and yet you're also looking at it with great passion and creativity and enchantment and the opening of your mind. Right? So it's these two forces coming together in a very mature way. So it's the release of old ways and the transfusion with new energy that's taking its place. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, let me tune in 1 second. You may still feel in your environment that you are required to withhold some outward presentation of whatever this dream is, right? Look at the sun, the Strength card. This is Leo's card. The sun, fire. The sun, this is your environment position, the environment card. The Four of Swords. On this card, there's a sun on the forehead of this lamb, right? And it's almost like you are somewhat still required to wait until you fully release and express in an outward way whatever this dream, this vision is. But you have it burning brightly here. It's almost like, right, you're holding fast to this vision and this dream that's guiding you, this light that's guiding you forward. But it's almost like there's white noise around you that you need to kind of tune out or deal with at the same time in some kind of way, or move through, right? Resist in some way, perhaps even. But I'm feeling it's circumstantial. You have to wait until you can officially, right, be out of this environment. But again, it may be a matter of just simply perception. Nonetheless, Libra, I'm feeling that energetically, you have this light burning brightly inside of you, and you're ready to come forward with it. You're ready for this new beginning. But it's a matter of the circumstance that you're in, where you feel in some shape or form you cannot fully directly express it and embark down this path, okay? And in fact, in your final outcome, and I will say this, you are remaining hopeful. Whatever this environment is, whatever this circumstance is, that is, you feel repressing your movement forward on this new path. You're like maintaining the hope and the vision. That's what's driving you. Okay, especially you have strength in your energetic pathway, absolutely. With a Fool in your theme, absolutely. Okay, nonetheless, and sorry, even if you look at this card, right, the Lamb is like not even really paying attention. It's not regarding these swords. It's like, I know that they're there, but I'm going to be moving forward. I'm focusing on this. Okay, I know that day will come. Now, the Eight of Wands, speaking to sudden change, surprise, shake-up, right? Changing the way we do things. Whatever we have been used to doing in a certain way is now transforming, is in reverse. So in your final outcome, I'm feeling that whatever this shake-up is, whatever this speaking of your truth is, whatever this transformation is that has yet to take place, right? It's like you're ready to present to the world something. You're ready to communicate some sort of truth. A confessional of some sort, perhaps, right? Yet again. But you're waiting until you take that strike before you actually stamp the document and say, yes, this is what I'm doing. This is how I want to move forward. This is my truth. I'm now speaking it. This is my truth. Right? But there's a planning stage to it, absolutely, that you are in a period of rumination on. Okay. Two fours. You have two fours. The Four of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. You have a 10. 10 of Cups. You have a 9. 9 of Swords. You have the Moon. You have the Mother of Wands. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. And the 5 of Swords. The Four of Swords is in the environment, and beneath that is the 5 of Swords. So I'm sensing, Libra, in your distant past, you pulled the Ace of Pentacles, speaking to, right, this desire, this vision for, or even this embarkment upon this new journey that regards your finances or your career. Okay, having a vision for how you want to how you want to reestablish, okay, the way that you even seek out a sense of stability and groundedness. Okay, so there's a period, a point of inspiration of some sort where you have felt like, aha, right? This is the path I want to embark on. A brand new path, right? One that speaks more to my fire, to my passion, right? And in the recent past, Four of Pentacles in reverse, you've been trying, right? You've been trying to think about how to strategize whatever this new beginning is in a practical, tangible way. Like, how is it actually going to work? What is the foundation of it going to look like? Right? It's a very creative process at the same time, but you haven't been fully able to take that process head on. There is, like we said, some waiting. You then step into the Mother of Wands, the energy that you took on that helped lead you to your current state of the 10 of Cups in reverse. Mother of Wands in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Pentacles in reverse as well. Lots of reversed energy. 5 of Swords in reverse as well. Okay? And the 8 of Swords in reverse. I'm feeling that. You also have the 7 of Swords in reverse, but that's energetic pathway, and I'm feeling it's a little bit different. Okay, so nonetheless. Whereas the 7 of Swords is a release, these other, reversals are more delay. It's more like, this is what I want to do, but I can't fully do it yet for some reason. I feel like I can't fully commit myself to it for some reason. Okay, but you stepped into, right, this almost thinking about the possibilities of what you can create, right? This is a very fertile energy, the Mother of Wands. So the energy that you stepped into was very much, I want to create. I know I want to create. I need to start with thinking about what, imagining what do I want these eggs to be? What do I want to be inside of these eggs to hatch, right? It's that creative process, being open to that. And by way of that sort of receptivity to the creative dimension of this project or this process or this new journey, right, is the realization that there are emotions, right, that go into the fertilization of these dreams, of this creation. And there's a lot of it, but I'm feeling that you're like at that point where you're realizing, it's like an abstraction of realizing what you want to do and how you want to move forward on this new journey. But then it's like the actualization of it, the implementation of it is impending. And that we're seeing that very much here with this card, very much, right? The vision versus the lamb getting up and pursuing it, right? It's about the fool taking that first step. So I'm sensing that, right? It's not actioned yet. It's not taken on in a head-on, direct, outward fashion or way, rather. The Ten of Cups is sort of saying, you understand that what you want to create, right? Whatever this is that you want to create, and just the fact that you want to create, right, is going to require of you a great emotional investment. Okay. You know that you're going to have to tap into, even, right? Release and reflect on your emotions in order to determine what you want this to be like. Okay. So this takes a lot of emotional and more subtle attention, which for some reason you may not be able to outwardly partake in due to your environment in some shape or form. In your advice, you have the Five of Swords in reverse. And the one sword on the Five of Swords is pointing over at the near future position of the moon. And here in your hopes and or fears is the Nine of Swords. So let me tune in 1 second. There may be some sort of mental block of some sort that you have as it regards this situation. It's almost like, and it can be different for different people, right? But it's almost like, right, it's your environment in a way, perhaps, that constricts you. Or it's your perception of your environment that you feel constricts you. It's almost like, I need to do away with this environmental circumstance before I can move forward. But in a way, it's like, that's not really the issue. It's like, that's an illusion, and you need to move through it, and you need to right, take the sword into your own hands, which we're very much seeing you're stepping into in your energetic pathway, right? And striking forward, making progress towards, right, a space that allows you to tap into your intuition, your creativity, right? Your spirituality, even a very meditative sort of state, right? By which you can think about and come to terms with, confront these energies that will ultimately allow you to make forward progress along this path. Even if it's just in terms of the laying of the foundation, the conceptualization of idea, of concept, right? Getting your feet wet, starting to experiment. So it's a matter of entering that space, right, of let me at least think about it, let me ruminate on it, let me still approach the process more actively, even if, let's say, right, something about my environment is inhibiting my actual involvement along this new path. But I'm sensing, right? I'm sensing that you may be fearing that entering this space, right? The moon is a mysterious place, right? The moon card. It's like you're in the dark, you're in this forest. The moon speaks to mystery, illusion, possibly deception as well. But really, in your case, I'm feeling it's almost like stepping into the darkness, right, in the back of our mind, and aligning, right, in that stillness with our truth, our spiritual truth, our soul truth. It's sort of like meeting our soul. It's like that new moon feeling, new moon. And I spoke about this concept at greater length in the new moon video, which you can check out if you haven't yet. But nonetheless, right, it's about that new moon sort of feeling, which I'm feeling is going to be very important for you to tap into. A meditative state, right? Entering that very vulnerable, honest place where we literally are face to face with our soul, right? Where we confront our truth on many levels. And we think about, how do I want to color this path forward? Right? What are my emotions? What's my emotional propensity in this whole thing? Right? But you may be fearing, and you have two swords cards on either side, both speak into sort of skewed perception and a need to derive clarity, right? By way of self-alignment and the recognition of fact versus illusion, right? It's like the illusion is that this worm is hindering our path and progress forward. But it's not the worm that's holding us back. It's our fear of change, even. Right? It's the fear of once I break through this worm, there's no taping it back up. Right? The worm can represent a sort of self-imposed fear, right? A self-imposed limitation of some sort that's not tangible. That's not actual. It's in our mind, and so it's like you may have some sort of anxiety or apprehension about entering this space, like a hesitation to enter this void, this space of silence, of stillness, of it's almost like a performance anxiety of some kind, right? It's like, I know I gotta do that, I know I gotta enter this space, I know I gotta meditate on it, and but it's about entering that space and doing that, right? And it's about thinking about what's holding you back from it, if something is holding you back from it, right? Is there something you're resisting? Is there something that you feel like, once I enter this space, what's gonna happen? It's like, am I gonna overthink it? Am I gonna have to think a lot about it, right? So, but I'm feeling for you, Libra, that it's very important that you begin to experiment and you begin to enter that space. Okay, and that's what's going to allow you to charge forward and actually make movement forward along this new path that you're so ready for. You're so ready for it. You're so ready for it. So get your feet wet. Dabble, right? it seems that you are ending the month out absolutely right. This is the end of March, so ending the month out with strength, with resilience. Okay, I'm feeling that this energy is going to be moved through for you, absolutely, as you near the end of this month. All right, so if I could recommend one thing, it would be to meditate, to align with your spirituality, with your intuition as much as you possibly can. And that will help you move through any of that difficult, right, sort of energy that hinders you, that provides that sort of creative block of some sort, that doesn't allow you to illuminate and clarify this creative path forward in some shape or form, that will allow you to make tangible, make actualize this creative vision that you have, that your heart, your soul is yearning for, right? So much, so very much to move forward towards. So thank you so much, Libra. I hope that this reading was helpful for you in some shape or form. And I highly recommend you guys to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign, as well, as oftentimes those can provide you with further insights. I know, for example, I resonate a lot with my moon sign, so even more than my sun sometimes. So it can be kind of helpful to check that out. All right. Other than that, let's see. I know a few of you have been asking if I provide personal readings, and I do. I have that service on my website, alchemyu.com. Actually, you can check it out. There's a link below in the description box as well for my services if you're interested in them. All right. Any other announcements? I will be back soon with a first quarter moon reading. That's going to be very exciting. We'll see how these energies sort of culminate at their peak as we near the full moon on the 12th. So stay tuned for that, and I look forward to reading for you guys soon. Enjoy the month, Libra. All power and love to you. It seems that you're going to be absolutely stepping into your self-empowered sort of strength and resilience forward, that alliance and alignment that you have with your soul-driven truth. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys soon.